Without a vision, people perish. Without a vision, people perish. Without a vision, people perish. Can I ask you a question? What's your vision? Who do you connect to? What do you need to connect to? Because if you connect to the right thing, you're on your way to millions. If you connect to the wrong things, you're on your way to the poorhouse. What partnership does your business have? What employees do you need to find? What is one thing you can connect to that can take your business to a whole entire different level? You've been doing it on your own long enough. The biggest mistake that a lot of athletes make, they married the wrong woman. So before I go any further, let me give my wife her due respect. She has been right there with me by my side. She comes from a family of entrepreneurs. So I married a woman who came from a family who knows how to make money. So I'm very thankful because success is teamwork. The way I look at this world is teamwork. Before I get into my program right now, I want to ask you a serious question. Who's on your squad? Who's on your team? I hear people say all the time, man, I don't need nobody. Oh, you are a fool. People who think that way don't understand how the world works. Any blessing you're going to get from God is going to come through another person's hands. God is not dropping any blessings out the sky. Any blessing you're going to get from God has got to go through another person. So write this down. Successful people know a lot of people. Successful people know a lot of people. Successful people know a lot of people. You want to get the bank? You want to make some money? Take out your cell phone right now and let me know how many people you know. Right now, I have over 5,000 contacts in my cell phone. Why? I'm in the people business. Can I ask you a real question? You're trying to blow up. You're trying to make a whole lot of money, but are you really in the people business? God is trying to get stuff through you, but he can't get anything to you if you don't know people. Successful people know a lot of people. So right now, go around the room. How many contacts do you have in your cell phone, Ricky? Let's go around. Just look in your phone. How many contacts do you have? I have 5,379. Why? I'm in the people business. Today, we're going to talk about business principles. Today, we're going to talk about fundamentals. If you're going to blow up in this business, you need to know a lot of people. The next time I see you, I want more people in your phone. I want more people in your phone. You need access to a lot of people. If you ever think about it, celebrities know a lot of people. You guys agree? Yeah. But they have even more people to know them. So the quickest way you can blow up is get into the people business. Get into the people business. That's got to be your mindset. How can I get into the people business? Imagine if you knew everyone in the pepper business, Wayne. Imagine if you knew everybody in the pepper business. That everyone in the pepper business in the whole entire world knows Wayne. But imagine if everybody in the pepper business, you know them and they know you. Would that not be profitable for you? Successful people know a lot of people. I just want to talk about some business fundamentals. I want to talk about mindset. It is impossible for us to be blessed if we are introverted. It's impossible for us to be blessed if we don't go out here and get into the people business. I'm just warming up. I haven't even gotten started yet because today we want to talk about how to have dominance and dominion. Now, I hope I offend you today because I'm a believer. I hope I offend you today because I believe in Jesus Christ and God has put the spirit of dominion on the inside of us. But the Bible also says the children of darkness are wiser than the children of light. What does that really mean? Sometimes we're so spiritual, we're dumb. Sometimes we're so spiritual, we don't use common sense. In other words, if you're going to be successful in business, let me teach you some other mindset tips. I'm just getting warmed up. On my way to the NBA, I had to master the fundamentals of basketball. It took me 15 years to learn how to dribble like an NBA ball player. It took me 15 years to learn how to shoot like an NBA ball player. It took me 15 years to learn how to pass like an NBA ball player. It took me 15 years to learn how to rebound like an NBA ball player. It took me 15 years to make my body look like an NBA ball player. And after 15 years of development, then the NBA called me worthy and gave me a jersey. And I became an official NBA ball player, which represents becoming elite. It took me 15 years to become an expert in basketball. Are you on a track to become an expert in your industry? Are you on a track to become elite in your industry? I'm talking mindset. When I was 10 years old, Newberry, my vision was to play in the NBA. My vision was not to play in the playground. My vision was not to play on my high school team. My vision was not to play on my college basketball team. My vision when I was 10 years old, when my daddy put that basketball in my hand, was to get to the highest level to become elite. Without a vision, people perish. Without a vision, people perish. Without a vision, people perish. Can I ask you a question? What's your vision? What is your vision? Most people have a vision to survive. Elite people have a vision to survive, to thrive, I'm sorry. So can I ask you a real rhetorical question? Have you been surviving or have you been thinking about thriving? Have you been thinking about surviving or have you been thinking about thriving? Surviving sounds like this. Man, I got that car note. I got that car note. I got that mortgage. Oh man, I got my baby starting college in the fall. How can I get enough money to pay that college tuition? Right? That's survival. You can use all your mental capacity to survive. I'm a Chicago inner city kid. I know geniuses in the hood. They use all their mental capacity to survive. They know how to use WIC. They know how to use welfare. They know how to use Section 8, and they know everything about the rules and regulations, and they've been living a long time and have figured out how not to even work. You guys know anybody like that? Raise your hand. They have perfected the system, which means they have used their mental capacity to survive. Let me tell you something. You know any millionaires? Raise your hand. You have access to millionaires? Raise your hand. My wife and I live in a neighborhood with 6 billionaires. And the difference is, this person's not smarter than you. The only difference is, they've allowed their mental capacity to be focused on thriving. We all get 24 hours a day. So I want you to ask yourself a real rhetorical question. Have I been using all of my mental capacity from God to survive? Or have I been using my mental capacity to thrive? Now, when I talk about the shark mindset, guys, this thing is a movement. When I talk about the shark mindset, this thing is amazing. So let me tell you the story of how this evolved, and I know it came from God. My wife and I and my son went fishing. I had my fishing pole in the water. I do a lot of events. I run my mouth for a living. When I go fishing, I just want to chill. When I go fishing, I just want to think. When I go fishing, it's like me and God in the ocean. And this one day, my wife caught a fish. She pulled it in. And all I care about, can we eat it or not? I got the grease at home ready. We're going to season that joker up, and we're going to drop it in some grease, and we're going to have a good old meal. The captain of the boat says, no, you can't eat this one, but watch this. He takes this little bitty ugly fish, he sticks it to the top of the boat. This fish had a suction on the top of his head, and it stuck to the top of the boat and defied gravity. And I'm looking at this fish, and I'm like, man, this is incredible, man. It has a suction on the top of his head, which means it's smart. The suction is located on the top of his head, which means it's intelligent. The suction is located on the top of his head, which means it has strategy. It's wise. And I asked the captain, how does this weak little feeble fish survive in the ocean? I'm from the Midwest. We got lakes. And we're used to pulling in small little baby fish. But I'm in the ocean, and we're pulling a weak fish. And I asked a simple question to the captain, how does this little fish make it in the ocean? He says, Walter, the suckerfish is waiting for a shark to come by. I said, what? Oh yeah, when a shark comes by, it connects to the shark, and they have a symbiotic relationship. The shark needs the suckerfish, and the suckerfish needs the shark. I want you to take 3 minutes and write down on a sheet of paper, what does your business need to connect to? What partnership does your business have? What employees do you need to find? What is one thing you can connect to that can take your business to a whole entire different level? You've been doing it on your own long enough. You've been doing it by yourself long enough. Let me tell you something. The first person I connected to was my wife. The second person we connected to was Jesus Christ. And let me tell you, we were 2 suckerfish, and we were waiting for our shark to come by. And when our shark came by, we connected to our shark, and our shark took us places we couldn't take ourselves. Can I ask you a question? Who do you connect to? What do you need to connect to? Because if you connect to the right thing, you're on your way to millions. If you connect to the wrong things, you're on your way to the poorhouse. Write down on a sheet of paper. Who do you need to connect to? What do you need to connect to that can take you places that you can't take yourself? Take 3 minutes and think about, what do I need to connect to? There is somebody or something you can connect to that can take you places that you can't take yourself. It's impossible to become the best version of you without some type of guide. You got to make sure you're always connected to the right things. Sharks never look down. They only look up, which means they're positive, but most importantly, they are looking for opportunity.